Let's fight, folks, wherever you're joining us from. Let's fight. We're happy that you folks are here with us. Pace and power, boots on the ground. Let's fight. Good to have you here. Good folks, we are happy. We are delighted that you guys are here with us. We are just delighted that you good folks here with us. Delighted that you folks are here with us. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Share the like, smash that emoji button. Do what you gotta do, folks. We are very happy that you folks are here with us. Pace and power. Pace and power. A good night to each and every one of you. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Let's fight. How you guys are doing out there? Super happy that you guys are here with us. Super happy. Lots to share with you guys. Lots and lots and lots to share with you. Share the live. You guys who are joining us, Wilton Blue. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. All the technicians on duty, do let us know if you guys are hearing us. Diane Gribzandi, let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Let's fight. Good folks, let's fight. Great to have each and every one of you here with us. Let's fight, good folks. Let's fight. Let's fight. We're happy that you guys are here. It's Friday night. Ariel Abrams, I see Shauna, I see Dennis, I see St. Romain Adams. Good to have you. Rhonda Spencer Tom, Donald Daly, Raymond, and Marcia Wiles. Good to have Marlon Thomas with us. Guys, we're delighted to have you guys. Linda Jordan is here. Barbara Ralph, Brenda Braffett, Rashley Ford is here as well. Respect manners, Rashley. Respect manners. Good to have each and every one of you good folks. Good to have you all here. Wherever you folks are joining us from, rock and come in. Wherever you wonderful folks joining us from, rock and come in, good folks. We want you all to rock and come in. You know how you do. We got the fight card set. It's only you guys missing. We're holding for a couple of you. We're holding it. We're bracing it over, folks. For a couple of you, we're bracing it over. Good to have each and every one of you joining us. Brace it over, good folks. We're bracing it over for some of you. Bracing it over for some of you. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you guys doing tonight, good folks? How are you all doing? Delighted to have each and every one of you here with us, guys. We are super delighted. Super delighted to have each and every one of you here with us. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight, good folks. Let's fight. Pace and power. Pace and power, guys. We're happy that you folks are here with us. Delighted that each and every one of you here with us, guys. Let's fight. Trust you are receiving us loud and clear. The fight card is set. There's only a couple of you missing. Rock and come in, Cassandra Keeler. Rock and come in. Pace and power, guys. We got the fight card set, and let's have a go at it as quickly as we can. We got a couple of things to share with you, folks. We got a couple of things to share with you. Here are we tracking, folks. Here are some of the things we're tracking. Here are a couple of the things we're tracking to whet the appetite. Jamal Aziz, Kevin Pierce. Good to have you, Kevin. Good to have you. Good to have, I see, we have also Michael. We have Michael Rashley Ford, Claire. Good to have you, Janet, Andrew Smith. Good to have you, Irma Dow. Good to have you, Joycelyn Cook. Good to have each and every one of you. Wherever you folks joining us from tonight, pace and power. Here are a couple of things we're covering, folks. What's happening with China and COVID? We got an update on that. A Jamaican artist was killed today, folks. A Jamaican artist was killed. Guyana is not a real place. We're going to talk to you about the driving in Linden. And then internationally as well, we got some things happening in Turkey. Some things happening in Turkey. An election is impending in Turkey. And we got the latest on that. Elon Musk going bigger than Apple. You know, Apple got their own part. Apple part. Elon Musk going bigger than Apple. We can talk to you guys about that as well, folks. But first, we got the opener. We got the opener for you precious folks. We got the opener for you all. Hazel Chase, Ariel Squires Paul, Iban Rami, Irma Dow, Janet Edwards. We got the opener for you guys. And Kevin Ramjitan, lead up the lines for change, has the opener for us. There was a press conference today. Out of the Alliance for Change. And Kevin said in that press conference, the people killing democracy. They're killing democracy. That's what he said. If he said it, I believe him. He said them boys killing democracy with their bare hands. The PPP killing democracy. And here is how. Here is how he told us in that press conference today. Take a look. Take a listen. This is the opener.
Yeah. The AFC once again reiterates that the foundations of our Guyanese democracy continue to crumble at the hands of the PPP government. Its governance leaves much to be desired. It is tearing and twisting, cutting and carving our governing institutions into what the AFC feels is a Caesarism and a despotism that will soon lead us to a place where none of us want to be. And this it does by a small group of corrupt and cunning leaders and ministers who prey on the privations of the suffering Guyanese and manage to seemingly win their quiet resignation. The AFC sees a seething vexation on the ground by ordinary Guyanese, fomented by the high cost of living, but which is felt tenfold worse because it is happening in an oil and gas rich Guyana, which the coalition government so substantially helped to create and contributed to. This all has to do with the result of mismanagement of our oil monies flowing directly and indirectly from this new sector that was created. In the 2023 budget debate, the AFC made it clear that in these trying times, less monies should be spent on infrastructure and more on social welfare, like increase in salaries and old age pensions and so on, which will soften the impact for the working people and the poor. Our alternative, which was voted down by the PPP, having its say and way happen in that parliamentary vote. Today we see another example of bad governance when a Palmyra cricket stadium will be built, priced at approximately $3.4 billion out of a $20 billion Exxon, we understand, is going to give the government. A project such as this ought to have been deliberated on in our National Assembly. It does appear that a clever bypass has mutually been agreed to by Exxon and the government. Instead of pursuing a renegotiated deal which will see these sums in the Natural Resources Fund and therefore subject to parliamentary scrutiny and deliberation, the AFC sees this clever piece of scheming as allowing spendings at the behest of the PPP with no public institutional deliberation and scrutiny by the elected representatives of Guyana. This seems to be an escape route from transparency and good governance, and even the provisions of the Fiscal Management and Accountability Act and the Procurement Act. On the latter matter of procurement, the AFC notes that the company to build this Palmyra Stadium is Caribbean Green Building Incorporated. It was granted such a contract without any procuring process whatsoever. This is shameless. As regards the spending of this sum of $3.4 billion, the AFC's alternative approach would have been to enhance with small spanking stadiums and all other facilities the community grounds at Skeldon, Wim, Port Morant, Albion, Kanji-Rosal, and Edinburgh. This approach would be far more beneficial and directly impactful for the young people and the sporting communities in Region 6. We all know how well the PPP kills mockingbirds. The PPP is now venturing forth to kill a democracy. Thank you very much.
The man himself killing a democracy. That's what the PPP doing, killing a democracy. We're tremendously happy that you folks are here with us. Pace and power, guys. And that was the opener. Just in case you're now joining us, that was the opener. Good folks, that was the opener. Thanks for joining us. Wherever you folks are joining us from, pace and power, guys. Pace and power. We're happy that each and every one of you are here with us. Share the damn live, smash the emoji button. Whenever Garnet, good to have you here. Donald Cassandra, good to have you here as well. Ingrid Lewis, thanks for that contribution, Ingrid. Ingrid has made a contribution to our program right there on YouTube. We're thankful for that, Ingrid. We're thankful for that. Aaron's correspondent, we see you there. Leon Logan, Jan Fordyce, Andrew Griffith. Ring the bell one time. For all the top fans, ring the bell one time. Folks, share the live as you want. Smash that emoji button for us. And let me go down the road, good folks. Let's go down the road. Here's some of the other things we're tracking, folks. Some of the other things we're tracking internationally. Take it in, guys. Take it in. Look what's happening. Severe turbulence. Severe turbulence. How many of you, when you're flying, you like turbulence? Not me. Not I, said Sherrod. Yep, not I. This flight attendant. Right, from a place called Lufthansa. Is it Lufthansa? That's the name of the place. They had severe turbulence, folks. It looked like a bomb exploded on the flight, God forbid. Severe turbulence. The flight attendant telling them no photographs, no videos. You know that's a red flag. When them boys say no photograph and no videos, you know that's red flag. You know that's red flag right away. Delete all your photographs. It was so bad. The stewardess, the flight attendant, the cabin attendant said, delete all your photographs. Delete all of your videos. That's what she told them. Delete it, delete it, delete it, delete. That's what she said. When they said, folks, you know you're in trouble. When they said delete all, folks, you know you're in trouble. Don't ask nothing, you know you're in trouble. You're in trouble, you're in trouble, you're in trouble. Pace and power, that's what she said. Red flag right away. When that happened, you know it's red flag. We trust that you guys are fine. We trust that you guys are great. Pace and power. We might got some turbulence on board this flight tonight as well. We might just have some turbulence. Once they say something like that, you know it's red flag. What's he waiting for? Guys, what's he waiting for? You want to see the words going up. Some of y'all know y'all able. Or you want to see the words going up there? You want to see the words going up? All right. I'm going to have a serious conversation with y'all. Serious. Moving on to fight can't do, folks. Look what else we're following. Look what else we're following. Turkey got election coming. The opposition rather seem to think that Erdogan is at his weakest. They seem to think he's at his weakest. You're not a strong man there. In Turkey, the opposition seem to think he's at his weakest. They said he's weaker than ever, but they seem to have a consolidated approach to tip him over. You all know how it's going on that front. That's what the folks are saying. And if they're down there and they say it is so, I think we might believe them. That's the red flag. That's the red. No photographs in Turkey. No video. No photographs. No video. The folks are saying that this election is there to win. It is theirs to win. And that Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the current president of Turkey, is weak. But I don't know, but this opposition leader that the guy, he beg. I know too much. I want more. I know too much. He beg. He beg, folks. He beg. We're going to see how that goes down, guys. We're going to see how that goes down. We're going to see. Yeah, a nice bar, I tell you all. Yeah, nice. And the China front, with COVID-19, the US lifted its test requirement for persons coming from China. China had a huge surge quite recently. The US feels safe enough now to lift the requirement for COVID testing for persons traveling from China into the US of A. So that has been lifted as of today. It wasn't today, it was yesterday. Yep, they have lifted those requirements for COVID testing. Oh my God. I want to see the back of COVID. But they said it's going to be a little while. They got long COVID, short COVID, midget COVID, all kinds of things. COVID, they tell us, is going to be here for a little while. And it'll become like the flu. You got to take a shot ever so often. You got to take a shot. That's what they're telling us, Jamal. That's what they're telling us. Ever so often, you got to take a little shot. Here, let's be following, folks. Got some stuff in the region. All right? Before we get there, you all know your boy Elon Musk. Elon owns SpaceX. He owns Twitter. He owns Tesla. Now he wants to own his own tongue. You all know Apple, the Apple product, the Apple company, their headquarters is located in a place called Apple Park. Palo Alto. Is it in California? Well, Elon Musk, he wants his own town, folks, in Austin, Texas, just outside of Austin, Texas. They tell us he wants his employees to be able to live and to work almost in the same vicinity, in the same location. Yep. And so they're in a building frenzy, they say. In a building frenzy there in Austin, Texas, just on the outskirts, they tell us. In a building frenzy, Elon Musk. You see where I got money in this life? You do all kind of things. Ginseng Henry, SW, all kind of things run the lane. When you got money in this life, the lamb still in the house. When you got money in this life, folks, we got bars. When the lamb still touch down, you all know run is a heavyweight. We run the touchdown. We pass the program here, I'm sorry. The royalty come out. Yes, ma'am. Elon Musk, he want whole tongue. When you got money, boy, you got bargain. So we got whole island, building artificial island, and all kinds of things. See where you got your own money? Do as you please. Moving on the fight card, folks. Some things we're picking up around the region. Around the region. I love the Caribbean region. Sesh. Most sesh sometimes that will happen up north. At a political rally last evening, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kid Rowley, he said, Kamala, you lie. He said, you lie. You see, that's uniquely Caribbean. You only Americans say that. You see? Mitch McConnell, you lie. Trinidadian style. Now, we told you recently of a case that was dismissed in Trinidad, where the former Prime Minister, Basil Pandey, was alleged to be involved in some racketeering and corruption in relation to the Piarco airport, in which it is alleged he would have received a $25 million bribe, something to that effect. But the case was dismissed after 17 years, with the DPP saying, Mr. Gaspard, some of you probably know his name by now, because every day in the news of recent, he said that there was no evidence. Well, they were not going to secure a conviction. And so they let the matter go. After 17 years, Kamala said that it was the PNM, Kid Rowley Party, the People's National Movement, political prosecution that led to that case in the first place, which brought out Rowley to say, Kamala, you lie. He said the facts were there to be pursued, and that the PNM had nothing to do with that matter. Yep, we're following that. Look at us, we're following, folks. Dancehall artist, Jamaican dancehall artist, Franz Morris, shot and killed in Jamaica just today. Thoughts and prayers go out his friends. Our thoughts and prayers go to his friends, his family, and his loved ones. Shot and killed today. Gang violence on the rampage in Trinidad and Jamaica. I know we stepping up. We stepping up. Them boys here give us hoot. Franz Morris, called unknown gringo or Franchino of Retreat Heights in Falmouth, was shot and killed today. Residents said around 12:32 a.m. they heard a loud explosion and they summoned the police. When the gunfire subsided, Unknown gringo, lay dead. Thoughts and prayers go to him and the entire music fraternity there in Jamaica and in the Caribbean who knew him and appreciated his music. Yep, that's how it's going down at that end, folks. Yet another young person have lost their lives. Young people going like that. Going like that. Look what else we're following. Oh, look what happened to me. Look what happened to our graphic this evening, man. You see? The person drive the tea falling off the drought. We told you recently in Jamaica, they have a terrible drought situation there and they have plugged $100 million into providing water for the citizenry. $100 million. They have now plugged $60 million more into this effort to alleviate the effects of this drought that is gripping Jamaica. They're fighting with that. Over the drought, we got a land of many waters. See some folks wasting water on a daily basis almost. Jamaica, my God, that's gold. That is gold. Want to make some money? Ship water to Jamaica. That is gold right now. Our thoughts and prayers with our Jamaican brothers. Adding more money, trying to solve that problem. We are in the 592. And Guyana nice. Guyana nice. Who said anything different? Lie. Guyana nice. You're real sweet. According to the National Security Advisor, Guyana real nice. Right? No. They see what they want to see, man. 25,000 will give you a nice month's ration for you and your family. You know, plus they got sweets for the kids. Money to buy sweets for the kids. Money to buy sweets for the kids. Listen what we're tracking here. Y'all look story now. Look story here. With them boys. Yeah. You see how we big? When we could traffic Jamaicans, you know we big. Teacher Brown of Linden was jailed for trafficking Jamaicans. The man siphoned up the people passports and travel document, thus and so forth. When you could traffic Jamaicans, you know you big. When you could traffic Jamaicans, you got for good. Because Jamaicans are easy. Jamaicans not easy. And so the statement out of the police force, they said that Tito Brown was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment on one count of withholding the passports of 2 Jamaican nationals. Brown was arrested on April 28, 2021. 1 day after wanted bulletin for him was issued, and he was fined $200,000 in order to pay $6.3 million in restitution to the victims. Brown, also known as Tommy or Yankee, he had appeared before Magistrate Wanda Fortune at the Linden Magistrates Court. Just yesterday, he was charged with the 2 counts of trafficking in persons, and on each count, he was sentenced to 4 years imprisonment. The sentences will run concurrently. When you traffic in Jamaicans, you're big. You're big. You're big. You see, you got all happening. And here the National Security Advisor. Right? Here the National Security Advisor out there on social media.
Guyana nice, but Guyana nice.
Yeah, Guyana nice, Brad. Jamaica is getting traffic. And the man talking to some of you. The man talking to some of you. What's he saying? He's saying, come home. Right? Come home. Right? He big. He big. He never. All the happenings. Guyana nice, Brad. Y'all come home. Come home. Look what else we're tracking, folks. Fires of the PPP. You all know how this story goes. Fires of the PPP. Augustus, Adeli, Semple, Adele, Semple. Rena Cummins fires of the PPP every day. Nothing strange. We just chronicling it for y'all. Every day, fires of the PPP. Nothing strange. That's what we say, guys. Nothing strange here. Patchouli boys, nothing strange. Fires of the PPP. Today, yet another one. Yet another one. Just there on, what's that, Lambert Street? They're telling us Robinson's General Store went up in flames. Just so you know, well, let's see. Huh? You want to see credits? You want to see the words going up? Just like that, fire! Every day, we show you, ladies and gentlemen, Spurry Lee, Wayne Brown, Andrew Griffith. Every day, we show you what's happening outside. But no, some of us got a very jaundiced view. And y'all want to make it out as though we're not seeing what we're seeing every day. Fires in the PPP, we're seeing that. We're seeing that every day outside. Car bursting frame, small house, big house, little house, big building, small building, medium size. Something burns in Guyana every day. And it's not just desire. It is not just desire, but the National Security Advisor.
Guyana, nice butter. Come back, Guyana, nice.
I see skies
Guyana, nice butter.
Come
Come back, Guyana, nice.
I see skies
Guyana, nice butter.
Come
back, Guyana, nice.
Yep. So nice. We had to do it twice. Guyana nice ball. We're not having National Security Advisor in our countries roll out. Hold on. That is how the National Security Advisor in our country is roll out. That's how he's roll out. You see, he'll come in with bed and come home. Guyana nice ball. That's how he's roll out. That's the National Security Advisor. You all don't come around for the breaks up. The only breaks up, rewind. That's the National Security Advisor. Guyana, nice ball. Robinson's General Store, Lambert Street, race to the ground. Fires of the PPP. Fires of the PPP. I see somebody said he needs to have his phone taken away. Kurt Heineken, is you? Is you, Kurt Heineken? Look story now. Look story. Guyana is not a real place. Guyana is not a real place. Good for look story here now. Look story here now. Look what we're tracking. Look what we're tracking. This fellow here was involved in another accident. There was another accident today, and he was involved in another accident. The child was repeat drunk driver. He's a repeat drunk driver. He was found drunk and driving and involved in accidents before. He had his license suspended permanently in 2019. And because Guyana is not a real place, Midboy had another license when they apprehended him. Yolanda, he had another license. Clive Jackson, Jamal Aziz, Lysis Mingo Board, he had another license. How we get it? If your license was suspended permanently 2019, how do you get another license? That's what the boys say. We'll come again. How do you get it? Run the guard. How we got it? But this is Guyana. The folks tell us. That is the refrain. This is Guyana. Yet again, he was involved in another accident. That brought him to this point. This is Donald Bradford. He's from Amelia's ward. This is Bishop area. Amelia's ward. He was involved in an accident on Burnham Drive last month. While under the influence of alcohol. Yet again. And he was charged and subsequently his driver's license permanently suspended. Yet again. Folks, tell you all, Guyana is not a real place. It is not. But then we got the National Security Advisor.
I see skies Clouds of white.
Yeah. He had a nice ball. Maybe the good captain got a point. How y'all feel about that? He had a nice ball. Y'all come. Come home. Johnny Anderson. Come home. Lance Burgess. Florent Jacobs Ward. Clive. He had a nice ball. Jamal Aziz. Yeah. Facebook user Yuto. Clarence Young. Y'all come home. Another accident. His license, we told you guys, was suspended since in 2019. And yet, he managed to obtain another one. Instead of drinking. Right? Since he knows channels, he should go into another business. Because the drinking and working out for Big Uncle. The drinking and working out for Big Uncle. Maybe you should go into licensing. Maybe you should go into licensing. Folks, Guyana will tell you, it's not a real place. It is not. It is not. Anybody tell you so lie? We buy them boys section. We buy them boys section. How y'all doing them, man? How y'all doing? We buy them boys. Y'all know them. We buy them boys. Yeah. Brandon Thompson. Elvina, am I calling it right? The names are going by so fast. Kurt Heineken, Sharon Castillo Edwards, Denley Cadogan. How you folks doing? All we got is a pack of trench crapos, jagabats and tadpoles and cricketers. You all know them, folks. Moving on to the fight card. Good folks. Sesh. I think this has to do with Sierra Lynch. Like she and them boys fall out. Or has the cataract been removed from her eyes? What's happening there, folks? What's happening with Auntie Sarah? Sarah said, better pay them teachers more money. If I want Uncle Sam stepping on y'all, hold on, is Sarah? Is the same person? If you don't want Uncle Sam to step in on y'all, y'all better increase them teacher pay. You know? Sarah instructed the government today. It's time the teachers get better pay. I like that. Anything that's for the benefit of the citizens, I can support. Anything for the benefit of the citizen, I can support. So I want Auntie Sarah issue some more instructions. I know they can move. They can move. Auntie Sarah say raise teachers pay. You watch and see. You will see suddenly them by find a little thing in the budget. Just now them boys, the clackers, the same set, they will find a little fiscal space in the budget and you will hear things announced. Instructions have been issued. Pay teachers better. You see? Pay teachers better. I just want Sarah keep talking. Keep talking, Sarah. Keep talking, Sarah. Please keep talking. Something's got to give. Right? Something's got to give. Teachers in this country got to fighting for pay. Could you imagine that? The American ambassador has got to be speaking up for our teachers. Right? Because people get brown bag and gone quiet. People get brown bag and gone quiet. And yet, National Advisor on Security, he say, y'all come home. Y'all come home and take this little salary they want to pay teachers. Come home.
I see skies
Guyana, nice
of
bud.
blue and
Come on,
clouds
Guyana,
of
nice.
white.
Somebody take me Uncle phone. Take me Uncle phone. I beg y'all, get a nice bud. Get a nice bud. The ambassador got to bring in weight. You know, the government to pay their own teachers, not foreign teachers, their own teachers to pay them better. You see that? Their own teachers. A foreigner got to come and try to get some sense into you all. Their own teachers, catfish. Catfish. Real fish, so. We need a fish song. Catfish, catfish. We need a fish song, folks. We need a fish song. Catfish. Catfish, catfish, catfish. Catfish, catfish, catfish. Catfish. So we say catfish. Y'all got a visual. Here we are getting the mark of the beast. Right? The mark of the beast. I know it's not for you. They're looking for the 666, you know. Right? This 666. And how you get programmed. But the mark will come different. Them boys say one Guyana, you have the one card. A one card for the one Guyana. Yeah? Yeah? Here, friends, card can be the most technologically advanced. Right? The most technologically advanced. Look, somebody help me out here. You know we big. When I get big, it's get a little slow. I a little slow. Help me out here. Now, these people fighting biometrics, voting, you see, where you can weed out the imposters, the impersonators, you can weed them out. With biometrics voting, you gotta put your fingerprint. You see, they scan your eye and say, hey, click, clicks. Scan your eye, click, clicks. Says Bonnie Alson. Go to front. Click, clicks. Scan your eye. Roxanne Diary. Go to front. Click, clicks. Scan your eye. Onico light. Go to front. Them boys are wonder. Them boys fighting that. But the one card. For the one Guyana. For the one people. Sandra, most advanced, he says, the one card system will be the most technologically advanced, but they're fighting biometrics. Help me make sense of that. They're fighting biometrics, but he come with the most advanced. Right? This card is so advanced, them by say, this card can tell you what you have for lunch. As a matter of fact, this card can make the lunch. Right? This card can tell you your blood type, your cholesterol level. Most advanced. When your account empty, this card can generate more money on your account. When you're hungry, you can eat the card, just grow back. Technologically advanced. Right? You think this card made from vibranium in Wakanda? Most technologically advanced. It's clean your house. You see that? Do the dishes, change the plates. Most technologically advanced. Alfred says, the most. That's how I hear. I tell you what the boy said. The most technologically advanced. Folks, we giving people in this country expired drugs in the hospital. You tell me most technologically advanced? Huh? Expired drugs, expired eye drops. You see? Knowingly too. Is that they know? Sean Castillo trying to kill you all out. Trying to kill you all out. You got school with pigeon mess dropping on children. And but the one card, most technologically advanced, you see the priorities mix up. You see the priorities mix up. His track the one track you lollipop. His program the one program you Samuel Jokes, Vanilla Garnet, Charlie Roach. Program and track. That's what they're trying to do. The program and track, but we're not having it. We're not having it, 7 Peters. The one that's program and track you. Program and track you. Attorney at law, international lawyer, 7 Peters, we privilege to have him on the line. You're on the wrong side of the line though. That one guy will get me a pint party and a drink a Demico. Correct. Correct. He can fetch it for you too. You need have to go. He can bring it directly to where you're there in Ontario. Thanks for joining our program. International lawyer, Selwyn Peters on the live. You see that? That's how we big. International lawyers viewing our program. You see, we big. We big. Most advanced. See? We should have our heads down as Selwyn is on. See how quickly we could get the Judicial Service Commission together. Nah, you got one card. You can't even fix the basic problems. We'll be there. It's one card. You worrying about. Right? You got a Chief Justice who acting, Chancellor of the Judiciary who acting, among others. But it's one card got your attention. Most technologically advanced. The mix-up. That's why you know. The mix-up. Mix-up. James Henry, Van Slice, Sharon Castle Edwards. How folks come up with these names like Van Slice? Pamela, Rami Leander, Chasing Henry. Great to see each and every one of you. 2,500 of you watching us on a Friday night. See how special? Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Here else is tracking, folks. Yeah. We're right at the 9 o'clock hour. We mean to end on time tonight. Right at the 9 o'clock hour. We determined to end it. You see, we tell you the basic things we can't fix. The basic things, like blackout. You worry about one card. If they got blackout, the one card is what? If they got blackout, the one card is what? That's what I want to know. When they got blackout, does the one card work? Well, former Minister of Infrastructure, David Patterson, told us in that Alliance for Change press conference today, even if you got the gas to show project coming online, he said this electric system, the power grid, needs major overhaul that we were in the process of doing, and that is why under the coalition you had less and less blackouts. Less and less blackouts under the coalition because we started to fix the problem. He said even with the gas to shore and the capacity for more generation, you won't see an end to blackout. You will not see an end to blackout. You see? And here is why. He explains it for us. Here is why.
In the 21st century, in a country, in an oil producing country, a car hitting a pole should not shut down the power infrastructure for the entire country. An excavator, I heard an excavator touching a wire while doing his job should not shut down the entire country. And I heard today, because I apologize for the 3-hour delay, we had 3 hours blackout. And I'm seeing on social media that because there was a fire in Lombard Street and some of the wires above that building were scarred or burnt, and that caused the 3-hour blackout. If you can recall, and we've been saying this consistently from 2018, not from 2017 to 2018, when the coalition came into power, we found the most decrepit GPL. It was on its knees, it was on life support. We, unlike now, we did not go around or start off blaming anybody or pointing fingers or something like that. We just set about fixing the cause. In 2016 and 2017, the board of GPL went internationally around the world for a new CEO, a fellow, and they used the procurement firm, I think was Ernest Young International, and they recruited a Jamaican national, Mr. Albert Gordon, and he commissioned a study by Siemens, which was a grid stability study, which means basically how stable or unstable our grid is. And by the end of 2017, the beginning of 2018, it was discovered that there were at least 17 is the number I can recall off the top of my head, 17 different factors that can bring the entire system as we are now, total shutdown. And obviously what we did, we started progressively trying to reduce that number. I mean, it varied from exactly what you're speaking about, a car hitting a pole, a fire, a transmission line going down, in some cases, an animal being electrocuted and shorting out the system. And we spent a lot of time and money addressing, reducing the 17 different factors. I mean, and I think we progressively, and the country knows it as well. Just persons just don't want to readily admit it, that we were able to reduce it. So therefore, by the end of 2020, by mid-2020, end of 2019, because we were quite cognizant that we were going to elections. So by the end of 2019, no vehicle hitting a single pole would block out the entire country. What has happened since 2020? They've reported, they brought back the former CEO, who's ill, and I do hope he makes a good recovery. They've stopped doing maintenance. They've gone back to the same issue. They stopped doing the maintenance, which we, just like Vince and other things, we empowered GPL to do. We give them a lot of money, a lot of equipment, a lot of training. So GPL staff were doing the maintenance. Most importantly, Javon, what they started doing, because this is what we discovered in 2015, under the guise of public procurement, they started opening back out for tenders for, say, small things like spacers and fuses and those things like that. And then they started going back to the lowest bidder. What we did from 2015 to 2020 is we went to the manufacturers of the best products. So therefore, obviously, when we bought a fuse or a spacer, an isolator, we went to the European companies, and so they've gone back using what they said, how they call it the procurement method, and they have these middlemen who go and buy. Sorry to say it, because China does produce good product, but they started buying back these cheap plastic spacers, these cheap plastic products that give you 3 months only of service. So, and they started installing them once again. We moved away from that because we recognized as one of the 17 inferior products, was one of the 17 reasons why our system. So we reverted back, and they've just done this to enrich their friends. You know what I mean? They said, oh, it was awarded by a public procurement. But if you award something and to the lowest bidder, they will give you the cheapest product, and that's what we're happening. So everything that we have done, they've rolled back so far. That is why we're getting where we're getting. And it will get even worse when you put 300 megawatts, if it ever happens, that in 2024, 2025. Right now, GPL is producing 160. You're going to add 300 megawatts onto the system. So that's almost 460, 500 megawatts. We can't even transmit the 160 that we have at the moment without it breaking on the system. When you put this extra 300 megawatts, if they ever do, you know for sure that will cripple the system. You know what I mean? That will fry a lot of, all the inferior parts that they've been buying and installing now. The second you turn on that gas to show power, it'll fry all those cheap parts that we're having. So, but it's their mentality, because obviously the PPP believes in enriching their friends and family. So instead of going back to the manufacturers, because electricity generation around the world has been going on for hundreds of years, 200 years maybe. They're best products, they're quality products, but if you do that, you cut out the middleman. What the previous boards on the GPA used to do, we did a study with Siemens study, and they said the best producers of
Equipment.
A, B, and B, you know what I mean? And these are it, and they give you a list, and we asked those companies to provide us with quotes, selected the best quote, and then we bought from them. Right now, they say that they want a spacer, and they go open bid. A guy goes to a factory in China, and he gets it for 1 cent, and they say, oh, value for money. It's not value for money. just enriching their friends at the detriment of the whole country.
Just if I'm allowed a follow-up question. You said that what we're seeing now in terms of the accidents and everything else were part of something that you were trying to prevent before. Mr. Patterson, worst case scenario, if this is not rectified, what could we see? Worst case scenario.
Listen to me right now, and I'm giving you this here scenario based on the fact, right, that they're claiming that the gas ashore project will be operating in end of 2024 next year. Everyone knows that wouldn't be the case if you don't address it now. Right now, there's a deficiency in power supplies because nothing is working. So for the next 2 years, when they are depending on bringing a gas, if we don't start addressing these issues, these 17 issues, it's probably gone back up to 17. Every single day as we're having now, we'll be having power failures. The transmission lines are still there. What we did under my tenure is that we started running new transmission lines. You know what I mean? So therefore, that if the one going from Kingston Sapphire, which goes along the embankment, is damaged, that we had another line running from Gardner Eden to Sapphire, and then we had a line running from Kingston to Gardner Eden. So therefore, obviously, if one of those lines are damaged, it doesn't bring down the system. They've abandoned all of these plans. We ran alternative. Thought there was a submarine cable between Freedom Hoop and Kingston that was always damaged. We ran 2 additional submarine cables from Freedom Hoop to Princess Street, and then one from Freedom Hoop all the way to Garden Eden. So in other words, if the one of them fails, the other will be able to take off a load to ensure that we don't have this constant backup. They stopped all of that. So therefore, obviously, if we don't start addressing that, what is happening now will continue happening. I mean, with the amount of construction that we have, with the increase of cars that we have, the possibility of an accident happening has expanded exponentially. So if they don't start addressing these issues and urgently, what we have now will continue. But what they have been doing is simply saying to the people, when this Wales project is finished, blackouts will finish, and which is a total lie. So if we don't start addressing these issues now, and if they don't take the moat out of their eyes and unashamedly go back to the plans that we had, sorry, Javon, there's nothing can help us.
Yeah, you heard it there. You heard it there, good folks. You heard it there. But you know what Boy Jerry would say? With all these increased blackouts, soon something like a post, city shut down. Whichever part of the city the post can knock, the whole city shut down. But yeah, Boy Jerry, want to tell you folks who out there having a nice time, he want to tell you.
Guyana, nice bud. Guyana, nice.
Yeah. Come back. He had a nice bud. At the day, that was 5 hours blackout. Yeah, but the National Security Advisor, the man got onto tourism now.
Guyana, nice bud. Guyana, nice.
I see skies
Guyana, nice bud.
clouds
Guyana,
of
nice.
white.
Yeah, our brother got into tourism now. That big said, good folks. That big said, he said, come back. Guyana, nice band. Real nice. Come back, good folks. Come back. Real and come again. Guyana, nice band. Yeah, we love it. Mel asked if he okay. I don't know. Rhonda, I think you're right. Rhonda, ladies said the whole country shut down today. Was that kind of blackout? Folks, go ahead and have a great weekend. And before you go, let us tell you, if you need a justice of the peace, we recommend highly. The one and only the one and only, the Alistair Collins firms. Get the answers you need. You're going to open tomorrow, why you doing that? With the Alistair Collins firm, get the answers you need. As a Commissioner of Votes, Traffy Davids, and a Justice of the Peace, Alistair Collins provides expert guidance and support for all the documentation need. Monday to Saturday, they're open down there at the Callion Mall on Lamaha Street between Camp and Waterloo Streets. 649-6410, 685-6448. The Alistair Collins firm. Experts, I dare tell you. Experts. Right? You need services of Commissioner of Votes, Traffy Davids, Justice of the Peace, and all allied services. They'll be happy to do that for you guys. Callion Mall between Camp and Waterloo Streets, Monday to Saturday. That being said, guys, here's how you can keep us going at our end. Here's how you can do it.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
Your support, your love, your generosity keeps us going from program to program, day after day, week after week, month after month, and now year after year. We're thankful for that, folks. We are thankful for that. Have a great weekend. Go ahead, good folks, and have a great, big old, fantastic weekend. Have a great weekend. Michaela Andrew Coates, we see you there. I see Chisel Chipper. Good to see you, Chisel, and Aaron Squires, Rosetta Barton, Charles Nelson, we see you as well. We see you, Rami Leander, Sharon Castillo, Diane, we see you, Diane Grimsandi, Wilma Grant, we see you as well. We see you, Wilma. We see you. Maxine Monroe. How are you doing, Maxine? Briggs. Obi Chester. We see you as well. We see you, Martha Harris, John Jones. We see you, Keith Evans, Kwanamingo, Ingrid King. Kwana, you see you for a little bit. Hope you're good. Hope you're straight and narrow. We hope you are well. Folks, have a good weekend. I'm going to put in some exercise this weekend. Spend some time with friends, with family, with myself too. The longest journey, they say, is the journey spend some time with myself. Royce and Crandon, good to see you folks. Have a great weekend. Stay woke out there, guys. I see Sherwin Bacchus. Good to have you, Rhonda Thomas. Good to have you, Michaela, Clive, Joylyn, Loretta, Leonard Sampson. Great to have you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Take a little slow over the weekend. Spend some time with yourself. Some you time, some me time. Some us time, family and so on. Betsy Freeze. Good to see you there, Betsy. Chevron McDonald, Clive Jackson, Neon Harding. Good to see you as well. Folks, thanks for stopping by. It means the world to us. Thanks for stopping by. News, information, infotainment. You all know how we do it in our own style. Sean Casco, Edward, Joylyn, Jolette. Good to see you. June Jeffers, Edward. Good to have you, Joylyn. I see Irma Dow. Candy Linda is here as well. And we're grateful for your presence. Good folks. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe out there. That's going to do it for us. Wayne Brown, Yolanda Thomas, Owen, Joylyn, Keith Evans, Sandra Hanover, Auntie Sandra. Good to have you. Hope the Jagabans and the Trench Club boys got a tough night. The rest of you, we hope you all sleep well. Dan Grimsadi, Anne-Marie Roberts. We're going to see a second longer. Keith Henry. Good to see you, Keith, and Joanne Cameron, Anne-Marie, and Wanda. Good to have you guys here. Thanks for dropping by. Diane Abrams, to see you as well. Happy nice. Or it's happy niece. Happy night. Good to see you there too. Joylyn and all the other folks who are joining us. Beatrice Selby. Good to have you folks. Stay safe out there. Stay woke. Happy. GT Boy. Joylyn Pam Halls. Stay good. Stay well. Stay woke. Good to have each and every one of you on. Have a safe evening, guys. You're heading to work. You're heading home. You're heading out. Stay woke. Stay vigilant. Alexis Charlie, good to have you, and Maxine Monroe. Great to have you folks there. Have a fantastic weekend. We can see you guys back on Monday. Candidate Energy, Wayne Brown, Angela Jordan. Angela, how you doing? So good to see you, Angela. Say hello to you know who, the hobby. Say hello for us. Angela says she's still waiting. Well, I come in, Angela. I come in. Good to have you, Chin Singh and Shane Blackman and all the folks who are joining us. That's our time. And that's our program. Stay safe, guys. We say stay safe. Stay safe. Is there any other way to do it? Is there any other way to do it? Stay safe out there.